Alright, good afternoon to all my fit spirits out there. Welcome to my humble abode where we're going to practice yoga together for about 30-35 minutes. If it's your first time to yoga, well, welcome. You'll see it's not so bad. It's not so mystical. If you've been practicing yoga for a while, I'm pretty sure you're going to find some stuff interesting too. So let's start on our backs, with our knees bent and our feet on the floor. Then you might want to rest your hands onto your abdomen, one onto the low belly and the second one close to your heart. And just take a moment to arrive. A little piece of time, a little piece of day to breathe in deeply through your nostrils. Let's breathe out fully through our mouth. And just repeat that a few more times. Nice big inhale by the nostrils. Exhale fully with the sigh. Just keep going at your own pace. Observe the movement of your hands as they are rising on the in-breath, dropping on the out-breath. Pay close attention to how you feel for real here now. Do you feel tired, agitated? Do you feel excited, joyful? And with no judgment nor comments, just welcome how you are here now. And repeat to yourself a couple of times, today I choose myself. Here and now I choose myself. I choose myself. My name is Alex, and let's from here start to move all together. So keep your knees bent, feet on the floor, and make sure that your knees are as wide as your hips. Now extend the arms by your sides, turn your palms down. Take a nice deep breath in here, lengthening your spine against the floor. And then as you're going to breathe out, try to push your navel into your spine so you feel the entire back body pressing against the mat. And then just do that a couple of times. Inhale to release and extend. And then exhale to push the back against the earth. You might even feel your feet activating up onto the mat. One more time, breathe in. And then breathe out. Just feel that power into the belly. Now maintain this contraction in your belly. And on your next breath in, start to lift your pelvis, your hips, lift your arms up and overhead and stretch it all out. Now as you're going to breathe out, roll your spine one vertebra at a time back to the floor, hands too. And then just keep doing this, repeating. Inhale to lift. Exhale to release, one piece at a time. And maybe close your eyes here if you feel comfortable to do so. And try to experiment the movement from within, as if you could see inside of your body what's moving. Don't think about gross stuff though. Imagine like nice colors. Maybe some sort of a wave-like image. As you're inhaling, the wave arises. And as you're exhaling, the wave is just slowly falling. One last time. Breathe in to reach. And then breathe out to release. Now bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big, a well-deserved hug. You might even want to bring your forehead up to your knees, rolling like a tiny ball around the edges of your back. And imagine your back is like a bubble wrap kind of a surface. And try to explode every tiny little bubbles of hair. Like all the surface of the back. Now interlock your fingers onto your knee, just below the kneecap, and extend your left leg up to the sky. Squeeze the right knee into the chest. Take a nice deep breath all the way to your left heel. And then exhale and lower your left leg oh so slowly so you can feel and be the witness of what's happening in the body. And then inhale, point your toes, bring the leg back up. Exhale to lower, flexing the toes up to the nose. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale to move down. And then keep your left leg nice and straight. Press through the heel and see if you can drop the heel down to the floor without bending the knee. And this is not a competition, so you won't get any medal because you achieve anything on your mat. But just know your limitations. Where does it pull? Where does it feel like it's kind of sticky or even blocked? And then take one more deep breath in. And as you're going to breathe out, release your right leg beside the left. Open your arms and just take a pause here. Allow yourself the time to feel the difference in between your legs. Does your right leg feels maybe a little heavier? Longer, warmer. And then bring the knees back into your chest. Again, give yourself a big hug. Now interlock your fingers the weird way, the funky way, the way you never do the first time, onto your left knee. And then extend your right leg up to the sky. Flex your toes to your nose. Take a nice deep breath all the way to the heel. And then exhale to lower the right leg down as far as you can go. Now inhale to pull the toes back up. Exhale to lower. Keep your shoulder plugged into the floor. Same with the back of the head. And then let's do it one more time. Lifting the right leg up. And then as you're going to breathe out, drop it heavily into the floor. See if you can press the back of your right leg into the mat. Again, this is not a contest. If the leg floats up, that's fine. And then keep squeezing that left knee in. Deep breath in. And then fully exhale and release that left leg. Open your arms wide. Just take a moment again to feel. Does it feel a bit more harmonious now? A bit more even in between the sides? Or do you still feel a difference in between left and right? Now last time, gather your knees back to your chest. Now slide your hands behind your thighs and then start to roll forward and back like a tiny little ball from the shoulders to the hips, from the hips back to the shoulders. And then keep your eyes open because you want to know where you're going. So eventually try to find balance on your sit bones, on your bum. And then keep your toes up. And if you fall, it's part of the process. Take a nice deep breath and then roll back again. And then again, try to sit to find balance on the sit bones. And then roll back. And then one more time, try to sit, draw the belly button in, look forward towards your big toes. Don't judge your pedicure. And then open your arms wide, deep breath in. Exhale, roll back. And then this time, stomp your feet on the floor and try to lift your hips. And then again, roll back. And stomp your feet into the floor, try to extend your legs and come straight up. And then again, lower back. Now this time, can you jump up And then back. One more time. Can you jump? Up. Last time, for real, I swear. And then come up and stand at the top of your mat. Your feet will be hip-width distance apart. The outer edges will be parallel. Roll your shoulders up and back a couple of times. As you breathe in, allow them to lift up to your ears. And then as you breathe out, allow them to slide down the back. And then again, inhale to lift the shoulders up. Exhale to drop them back. Now inhale and lift the arms up. Bring your palms together, look up to your thumbs. And as you're going to breathe out, fold from the hips. Try to keep your legs straight and strong. Inhale to come up halfway, hands on the shins below the knees. And then stretch your heart and your chin forward as you're pushing your bum back. Nice straight back. Exhale to fold again, empty it all. Press into your feet, rise up, inhale, look up to your thumbs. And then exhale, draw an invisible midline all the way to your heart center. Just take a moment to stop here with your thumbs pressing lightly against your heart. And just repeat to yourself the mantra of the day, I choose myself. I choose myself. I choose myself. And perhaps you can feel here the heartbeat below your thumbs, underneath your sternum bone, to remind you how alive you are here now. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms up. Fold forward, swan dive. Inhale, halfway up, hands on the shin bones. Now plant your palms down, step your right leg back first, then the left, coming into a plank. Push the floor away, round your shoulders a little bit, and then notice if your bum is lower than your shoulders. Now lift it as high as your shoulder. Hollow the belly, navel in. Let's take one breath here, and a little bit like a jackknife, exhale and lift your hips up and back, push into your hands, to create a pyramid with your body, downward facing dog. And let's just repeat that. Inhale to roll forward into plank. Look forward to open your heart. And then exhale to shift back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. One more time. Roll forward, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, roll forward, plank. Now lower down your knees as light as feather. Keep looking forward, pull the mat back with your hands, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, oh boy, 1, 0.5, 0. Extend through your toes, push the top of your feet down, and bring your fingertips outside of your mat. Your elbows are bent 90 degrees, press strongly your feet into the earth, and then let's rise up. Inhale into a king cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale again, lift up. Now look over your left shoulder, and then exhale to release back to center. Inhale up, look over your right shoulder, and exhale down. Let's do that one more time, each side. Left shoulder and right shoulder. Back to center. Inhale to rise. Then exhale, release your palms down on each side of your rib cage. Tuck your toes under and then push yourself up and back. Keep your toes under. Bring your bum onto your heels and roll up to sit. You want all of your 10 toes to be tucked under, even the baby toe. So help him out if you need. Now squeeze your legs together and then sit your entire body weight onto your feet. And believe me, it's okay if it's uncomfortable. Life is full of discomfort. Life is full of unpleasant situations. And the only thing we can change about that is how we react to these situations. How do you choose to react here? And even though it's unpleasant and and uncomfortable, can you stay for a few more breaths? Because you're way stronger than you think. And then on your next breath in, lift the arms up, lift your hips off your heels, and then exhale and move your hands forward and come into an all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale to drop the belly down, lift the crown of the head and the tailbone up. Exhale to push the floor away, round your back, drop the head and the tailbone down. And just keep moving. Inhale, cow. Excuse me. Exhale to round in a mad cat. Inhale to open the front body. Exhale to stretch the back. One last time. And then in between these two movements lies a neutral. So can you find that neutrality where you're not going into cow nor cat? Where you're stretching the crown of the head forward, the tailbone back. Now tuck your toes under again and lift your knees just like a few millimeters off the floor. Push the floor away, round your back a little bit, and try to keep your spine straight. As if there was a cup of, I don't know, hot cocoa on your back. You don't want to spill a drop. Take one more breath. If it burns, it's fine. It's part of it. And just remember, it won't last forever. And then exhale, lower the knees down. Inhale to arch your back. Exhale to round it, flush it out. Inhale, come back to center. Now extend your right leg back, pushing through your heel. Press into your right hand, anchor your left knee, and then try to reach your left arm overhead with your arm really close to your left ear. Take a breath all the way to your extremities, and then exhale to bring the knee and the elbow underneath your chest. Inhale to stretch it all out. Exhale to gather back to center. Can you do that one more time? Focus your gaze, your eyes onto one point on your mat. And then inhale to stretch. Exhale, right hand down, right knee down. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Back to neutral. Extend your left leg back. Press into your left hand, right knee. Now see if you can reach your right arm overhead. Find your balance here. Deep breath in. Exhale to bring elbow and knee together. Inhale apart. Exhale together. Last time. Right hand down, left knee down. Last time here, cow as you breathe in. And push your back up into cat. Breathe out. Come back to neutral. Extend your right leg back. And then as you're going to breathe out, round your back and bring the knee into your chest so you can step the right foot forward. You might need to come onto your fingertips. Once your right foot is forward, make sure that the heel is below the knee or in front, but never behind, because that could injure yourself. You could injure yourself. And then from here, reach the arms up, push into your right foot, and imagine you can lean against an imaginary wall behind your head, heart, and lower back. Reach the arms up. Take a nice deep breath. As you're going to breathe out, hands together in front of your heart. Inhale to get a little longer in the spine. And then exhale to twist. Left elbow outside of your right knee. Push into your palm to broaden your collarbones. And keep twisting from the navel. Perhaps even looking back over your right shoulder. Good. And if you want an extra challenge, tuck your left toes under and then start to lift your left knee up. Oh boy, how's it going? One big breath in here with a smile because it's fun. And then exhale, hands down, push back, plank. Breathe into your plank. Exhale, lower the knees, and then on the count of 5, lower the chest. For 4, for 3, for 2, For 1, keep your hands by your ribs, press the top of your feet down. Inhale to open the heart forward, lift the crown of the head up, shoulders away from your ears because they're not earlobes or earrings. And then exhale, release, push back. Bring your big toes together, knees apart. This is called child's pose. Relax the pelvis onto your heels, the forehead down, and then soften your elbows on the floor. Just take a few moments here to integrate the practice so far. Notice how your breath is moving, its texture, and can you slow it down perhaps? Extend the arms overhead, plant your palms down, rise back up onto all fours. Extend your left leg back, take a nice deep breath in, and then roll your spine, bring the knee to your chest, and step your left foot forward. Scissoring your thighs here, as if you wanted to push your left thigh back, your right thigh forward, reach the arms up, and stack your head, your shoulders, and your hips, one on top of the other. Deep stretch at the front of your right hip, and then keep scissoring your thighs here. As you're gonna breathe out, hands to your heart. Inhale to lengthen a couple of extra millimeters. And then exhale to spin your heart to the left. Hook your right elbow outside of your left knee. Push into your palms. Perhaps look over your left shoulder. And if it makes sense for you or you want to challenge yourself a little bit, then lift your right knee. And if you fall, just remember, falling is part of the process. You never learn if you keep winning all the time. And then exhale, hands down. Press back, plank. Inhale into plank. Lower your knees light like feathers. Lower your chest slowly. Into Cobra, Bhujangasana. Inhale, lift your heart. Pull onto your mat. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. And then breathe out. Come back up to all fours. Tuck your toes under, shift your pelvis back, back, back. And then up, up, up. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Relax your head fully here. You might want to shake it off a little bit. And let's all take a nice deep breath through the nose. And then open your mouth and like a lion roaring. Exhale and release. 2 more times. Let it all go. Last time. Lift your heels up, bring your legs together like the tail of a mermaid, and then look in between your thumbs. We're gonna take tiny hops here, so bend your knees, and then lift your feet, and then take tiny hops all the way to your hands. Once your feet are close to your hands, walk them apart, and then relax your belly against your thighs. Hold on to opposite elbows above your head. Close your eyes. And just allow yourself to sway. Allow your upper body to move side to side, like a rag doll. Notice the sensations. How present are they? Where are they present? And then release your arms. Drop your sit bones low and then start to unroll your spine. 1 vertebra at a time. Roll the shoulders up and back. Coming to standing in mountain pose, Tadasana. Close your eyes a moment. And then step your feet just a little wider. The pose is called mountain pose. So you want to feel like a mountain here with a wide, strong, stable base. And a soft, light, snowy top. Push the floor away with your feet. Find the strength in your legs as you're pushing your calves forward and the front of your thighs back at the same time. And a little bit like we've done at the beginning of this practice, as you're gonna breathe out, think about pushing the entire back body against the floor, against an invisible wall behind you. Super strong. Repeat to yourself, I choose myself. I choose myself. I choose myself. And then from here, shift the weight onto your left foot and bring the right knee up to your chest. You might want to hold it in place with your fingers interlaced. Remember this? Roll the shoulders back, stand strong, push the floor away with your left foot. And then eventually, if you want to give it a try, interlace the fingers behind your right thigh and then start to kick that right leg forward. Keep rolling those shoulders back. Take one more breath. And then when you're ready, release the right leg. Try to keep it as high as it was before. Bring your hands to your heart. And then start to shift that right leg back. Toppling over. Bring the heart forward and parallel to the floor. That right leg back. And if you fall, just remember it's part of the process. And then come back up nice and slow. Step your right foot down. Find your mountain pose. Close your eyes. Settle. Shift the weight into your right foot and bring your left knee now into your chest. Hug it in. And just remember all the steps so you can stay in the steps as long as you need. And maybe this is where you want to work today. Maybe you want to grab hold of the back of your left leg and then kick your foot forward. And then you stay. Maybe you want to bring your hands to your heart, keeping that left leg as high as possible. And maybe even you want to swing that left leg back, bring the heart forward into your warrior three, Virabhadrasana. And no matter what, if you fall, remember it's part of the process. And then come back up. Step back, mountain pose. Strong base, light head. Inhale to reach the arms up, look up to your thumbs. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half back, hands on your shins. Exhale, hands down, step left leg first, then right leg back, plank. Breathe in, look forward, push into your hands, breathe out, downward dog, hips up. Lift your heels again, bring your feet together. One strong leg, look in between your thumbs. And then this time, try to step one time, so one hop to your hands. Up. Yeah. Lift halfway up. And then exhale, bend your knees, bring your bum back to the floor. And then plant of your feet together so you can open your knees wide like two butterfly wings. Hold onto your ankles gently and then lengthen your spine. And if you kind of sway side to side a little bit, you might feel those two little bones, your sit bones on the floor. And make sure that they receive the same amount of weight here. Inhale to pull onto the ankles, raise the crown of the head up. And then as you're gonna breathe out, start to fold forward. You can push gently your inner thighs with your elbows, but just notice I said gently, right? So be gentle to yourself. You're a living being. Your house, the house of a soul. Take one more breath. And then eventually roll back up. With your hands, bring the knees together. And then hold on to the back of your thighs. Lengthen your spine. Feel again those two sit bones. Shift your heart back a little bit so you can lift your feet back to navasana, both toes. We've done that before, right? Look at your big toes here. You can spread them apart. And if you want to play a little bit, maybe start to extend your legs up. Keep following your toes. Oh, and if you roll back, it's part of the thing. So try to come back. And then if you roll back again and you fall, it's okay. Come back up one last time. And then let's exhale and all roll back. Knees into the chest. Now start to move your knees apart. Slide your arms inside of your thighs and hold onto your ankles here. And they call this happy baby pose. Anandabalasana. So you can lift the right heel up and maybe the left heel as well. And then just allow yourself to rock side to side. Massaging here the back. Remember that bubble wrap surface. Lower down the heels, bring the knees back together. Open your arms wide like wings. And then on your next breath out, move both of your knees to the right. And try to keep the left shoulder down, down, down. You might even want to look down towards it or look up to the left thumb. Deep twist here. Inhale to try to stretch the skin of your belly. And exhale to try to soften it. So use the energy of your next inhalation to bring the knees back to center. And then use the energy of your next exhalation to move them to the left now. Look towards your right thumb. And you might want to look from inside, remember? You don't have to keep your eyes open, especially if you feel safe and comfortable. Breathe in to bring the knees back up. And then reach your legs up here. Lift your arms up. Close your eyes. And then start to shake. Shake your hands, shake your feet. Shake your calves, shake your thighs, your forearms, your upper arms. And then move your feet and your hands apart, bring them back together. Shake, shake, shake like you're mad. Madness. And then take a nice deep breath here. And then exhale and let it all go. And again, inhale. Oh, let it all go. One more time. Inhale. Oh. And then stop. Slowly lower down your limbs, legs and arms. Step your heels as wide as your mat. And allow your arms to move away from your spine. Pay attention to the residual action of the posture we just did. How you might still find that shaking in your fingertips, as tingling, and in your toes. Allow your eyes to drop towards your heart center. And keep slowing down your breath, one cycle at a time. Notice what's coming up in your mind or in your body. And don't judge nor comment whatever is coming up to the surface. But just see if you have enough space to hold it for a moment and then to let it go. Can you be still for a few more breaths. Nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. And you can stay in Shavasana, corpse pose, for as long as you wish, especially if you feel quite comfortable right now. Treat yourself to a little pause in your day. And I'll leave you to this, to the repetition of our mantra. Today, I choose myself. I choose myself. I choose myself. The light within me, recognize and honor the light within each and every single one of you, spirits. Thank you so much for showing up. Namaste.